Hi, my name is prawn, and for tonight I'm going to cook for you one of my favourite dishes. I've just had a hard day at uni. As you can see, this is my uni kitchen, a little bit small, a little bit push for space, but we'll make the best of the conditions we've got. Tonight I'm going to cook for you one of my favourites, as I said, which is a spicy prawn noodle stir fry. Noodles are very straightforward. I'm sure you know how to cook noodles, so I won't bore you with that bit. But just to show you what I've got here, I've got the first lot. I've got some very thinly sliced onion. I like to slice it instead of dice it so that it's easy to pick up with chopsticks, and also some garlic. I have some olive oil in the pan here going away, not yet on the heat. I've got some very thinly sliced carrots going there, some nice red pepper, again very thinly sliced, and some mushroom. Now the mushroom I don't slice quite so small because it'll shrink down a lot in the heat, so we want to keep it a bit more chunky at this stage. So right. First, we want to get the heat on under that olive oil. A good couple of tablespoons of olive oil in the pan there. Give that a few seconds just to get hot. And what we want to do first, right, it's already sizzling. I've already got some heat under there. First, we want to put in the onions. And we just want to soften those. We'll add those to the pan first. It's important not to add the garlic at this stage, because if we add the garlic too early, it's going to burn. There you go. Toss those, make sure they're all covered in the olive oil. Get them going. We want to get those a little bit soft before we add the garlic and the rest of the spices. Right, my favourite thing, crushed chilies. You can use fresh chilies, a little bit more expensive. If you're a student, crushed chilies are the way forward. This whole bag, I think a little under £2, and just refill it, chuck it back into a little crushed chili jar, good to go. Right, now those onions are softening away, we want to add in the garlic. And then the garlic, just finely chop that, drag it back and forward over the board with a knife, a little bit of salt, you'll really get all the flavour out. Also good if you can leave it to stand for a little bit. Give the olive oil, give the garlic, 5 minutes on the board, just to breathe. It gives it a chance for all the juices to come out. Right, now depending on how spicy you like it, is how much chilies you add and when you add them. I tend to like my food quite spicy, so I'll add a good few pinches, and I'll add them at this stage so that they really have a chance to come out in the heat. So there you go, the heat from the pan will really draw the spices out of those crushed chilies. Yeah, as you can see here, that's really softening down. You can start to see the texture of the onions really changing. Smelling delicious too. Right, next you want to put the carrots in. The carrots will take the next longest to cook. So we'll get the thin slices of those carrots in the pan there. Okay, as that softens and cooks away, I'll just tell you a bit more. I'm cheating. I'm using cooked and peeled king prawns. They're easier. I can just keep them in the fridge. Very simple. You can also use fresh prawns if you want. Probably the better way. Fresh prawns, just cook them first. Cook them in a bit of garlic, a bit of olive oil again. Then remove them from the pan and then cook the vegetables and add them at the end, like I'm going to do with these cooked prawns. Okay, brilliant. So that's all sizzling away there. Okay, next we want to add the peppers. Peppers going on top there. It's a very versatile dish this, you can add whatever you want to it. We've also got some sweet corns, another thing I love to add to it. Bamboo shoots you can also get in a tin, very simple, very easy. All of these you can get from your local supermarket. Give that another toss. You want to keep it on a nice high heat, the stir fry pan. Just be careful though that you're not burning anything. If anything escapes from the pan, it's not a problem. Mushrooms, and the key to mushrooms, cook them on a nice high heat. If the heat's not high enough, then they're going to they'll go soggy, they'll release all their moisture. Really, a mushroom is quite a lot of water. So, that's all cooking beautifully now. The colour's really coming through, and that smell, just filling the kitchen. And once we've got the mushrooms in there, and then we add the prawns at the last minute, also some dark soy sauce, really gives it that true authentic flavour. Okay, give that a couple more minutes. Bit push for time here, I know you're only going to watch a minute, but I'm hoping I'm enticing the taste buds to keep watching. It's really coming through, beautiful colours there. Use any peppers you want and any other kind of vegetables that you're partial to. Chuck on those mushrooms now. Get them all in, chuck that to one side. Give it again a good toss, get all this mixed up, get the spices running through there. Now the mushrooms won't take long to cook at all. I like it all to still have that good texture. We don't want it to be too soggy, and everything still to remain crisp and fresh. If it starts to go a bit dry, you can add a tiny bit more oil to the pan. You don't want anything to burn and stick, and as soon as it burns you get a charred taste, which isn't so good. Not good to taste. We'll open up our prawns. You said rather enthusiastically. You don't want to add the cooked prawns till the very last minute because they are already cooked. You just want to heat them and get them cooked, flavoured in the spices too. If you chuck them on too early, they're going to become tough. Right, then the mushrooms, they're just starting to crisp. You see that they're still remaining firm though, they've not gone soggy because the heat in the pan is really hot. We've got that on a maximum heat. Okay, now we're on a few dashes of soy sauce. You can also add some sweet chilli depending on the spice you like. There you get some of that in there. Hear that all sizzle away. Make sure it's all nicely coated. Right, now you're ready to add the prawns. And again, just coat them. Make sure it's all mixed thoroughly. You really just want the heat just to touch them, just sear them. Look at the beautiful colours and flavours in that, just delicious. I really do love this dish. Its simplicity and the flavour you get is just overwhelming. And that is one of my favourite student dishes. Thank you very much.